Would she be able to dorm with women?
Yes.
So she can request to live with a girl,
Mm-hmm.
and that roommate would know, hopefully.
Mm-hmm.
Transgender person should have preference, right?
Yeah.
What's up, you all? Welcome back. I'm Van. We are all the LFR family. Thank y'all so much for clicking play. Hopefully you click that like button as well. This one is about cheap accommodation. Citizen journalists rewarded $1,000 for this story about a Catholic university. Apparently this is going to make some people, it's going to trigger a few people, but apparently that's what I've been doing all daggone month.
Would she be able to dorm with women?
Yes.
Which is the cheapest?
So in this instance, we would consider this an accommodation and would charge the double room rate.
And that's the cheapest?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so you charge less because she's transgender?
It looked like you had the Pride Network too, so you prioritize transgender and lesbian, gay, bi.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, what? What? Why are you lowering it? Okay, I need to check that out again. I apologize. I need to hear that again because, and we got, this video is like 4.5 minutes and it's going to go into some other parts of it, but I'm trying to figure out why in the world are they lowering the cost for a transgender to stay inside of a young lady's dorm. This is wild.
Would she be able to dorm with women?
Yes.
Which is the cheapest?
So in this instance, we would consider this an accommodation and would charge the double room rate.
And that's the cheapest?
Mm-hmm.
So they're trying to encourage this. If I'm wrong and I'm missing this, please let me know. Wow.
Oh, so you charge less because she's transgender?
It looked like you had the Pride Network too, so you prioritize transgender and lesbian, gay, bi.
Yeah.
University of St. Thomas.
Hi, I just called and I spoke with a girl about my trans sister dorming at the university.
James O'Keefe here, OMG News. We have our first citizen journalist that went out, bought her own camera, and delivered her own story, and we're going to give her $1,000 for it. Now, this citizen journalist in Minnesota came to us with recordings of conservative and religious universities of her calling and asking if her trans sister could dorm with the girls, and they would not tell them.
So you've had transgender students come here before?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, and you haven't told the other? Wow, that's great. Now, why? Just out of curiosity, why don't you tell the other students? Would there be a big uproar?
Probably.
That is such a huge violation of their safety. That's a huge violation of their trust. Wow, all for the dollar.
I think here at St. Thomas, there would be a mix
Wow.
of response.
Because of the Christian Catholic.
Right.
Conservative, kind of.
Yeah.
So they would get upset.
Often probably actually their parents. I think part of that would be weird if we were like, hey, look, this is what's going on here.
Oh.
And so I think that's partially what
I mean, y'all do it for everything else that's in the school. You say, hey, look, this is what's going on here. And then people are able to make up their minds as to whether or not they want their children to be in your university. Based off of the information that you put out there, you're supposed to put that information out there and give people a choice, give people a say. But you don't want the parents to say anything and put everything up in an uproar and get it out there to the media, and y'all start losing students who want to attend your daggone schools. This is nasty, bruh. This is nasty, is dirty, is low down. And you represent the church. You're one of the universities that actually represent Christ. You represent, come on, man. Yeah, this is dirty.
would be an uproar like, why are you letting that happen?
And the other concern we have is that the other girls won't know, right?
Unless unless she shares, right? Like, we never will give that information.
Would the other roommate know that she's transgender? Would that be kept confidential?
Yes, if you want to keep it confidential, then we will keep it confidential.
So would she be able to like room with on the female floors, like with cisgender females?
Yes. If she identifies as female, then she is able to room with the female side.
This citizen journalist used tactics that are important to use to discover what people are doing in private versus what they say they're doing.
You heard her use that reporter. You heard what she said. she'll be able to room with cisgendered females. And that right there is like a buzzword to let people know that you are an ally and that you, wink, wink, are with the program and that you won't tell, we good. You say cisgender something, then they're like, yes, I'm talking to somebody who understands. It's all about the bag, man. It's all about that money. It's all about attendance. It's all about, God.
In public after securing the meeting with the head of residence life at the University of St. Thomas in St. Paul, Minnesota, this citizen journalist, alongside one of our own, went ahead and did what yields the best results.
Would she be able to dorm with women? Yes.
So she can request to live with a girl, and that roommate would know, hopefully.
Most of our students want single rooms, and we only have so many.
How many do you have?
We only have like 4 of these with the bathroom inside.
Which is the cheapest?
Yo, let me tell you something. I will be so damn pissed. I will be pissed. You hear me? I will be pissed. My daughter just now she's in college right now. She's preparing for her freshman year. She's a part of a STEM program. She has to be there for a month. She has to do well and all this other stuff, but she has to stay in the dorm with the other kids and all this other, and she's on the female side, obviously. You mean to tell me that you're going to have someone sleeping 2 feet away from my daughter in a double room and you're not going to tell her who she's sleeping in the room with? You are out of your effing mind. I see, you know what? This is low down. I actually see why y'all aren't telling the parents, because if you tell me that after the fact, I'm whooping your ass. I'm going to get locked up on the campus. That's dirty. I want to know who my daughter is going to be in the room with. I want to shake the parents' hands. I want to find out how they was doing in high school. They're sleeping 2 feet away from my daughter. Are you kidding me? And as a parent, I shouldn't know. As the roommate, my daughter is not allowed to know. You out your damn mind.
Cheapest.
Nah.
So in this instance, we would consider this an accommodation and would charge the double room rate.
And that's the cheapest? Oh, so you charge less because she's transgender? Obviously, we think transgender person should have preference, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that the truth that you uphold that here?
Yeah, I think it's part of just like, how can we set the student up for success?
Is there like a waiting list for those rooms?
We do our housing assignments in July, and so we will look at all of the different requests before.
She would hopefully go to the top based on her. She would?
Yeah.
She would go to the top because of her identity?
Yes.
Did y'all hear that? I don't know if y'all understand this, but okay, just for an example, just for the sake of example, I don't know if your children are in college or if they've gone to college before, or if you fully understand how difficult it is to get a room and how quickly you got to get on the list. And even when they request something, they will still say, you know what, I know you requested a single room, but we got way too many kids. I know you requested a double room, but we got way too many kids. We're going to have to put you in a triple room. They always make up excuses because they're trying to make sure that they fill these beds. They want to fill these beds. Each bed they fill is money coming to the school. Are you really telling me that somebody that identifies as the opposite gender that they were born skips the line and get whatever they want and there's no agenda behind it? Come on now. You come on. There's absolutely no agenda behind it. Why do they skip the line? Why? What's the point? What type of money are y'all taking in to do that? And then to keep it hush, their roommates can't know, their parents can't know. What? The secret is safe with them. It's their business. It's their business. Yeah, but their business is going to be 2 feet away from my daughter.
It helps you keep close Pandora's box.
A little bit.
It's really great that this one's being inclusive.
Yeah, we're trying. Like, how can we move that direction?
Without being too public.
Yeah, unfortunately.
We know there are dozens of more university officials who probably say and do the same thing if they're in a meeting with a citizen journalist. So who's next? Which citizen wants to be a copycat and do what it is this person in Minnesota did? Get the camera, schedule a meeting, and make it happen.
Ain't nothing new under the sun, man. If they're doing it at Catholic University, then guess what? They're doing it at other universities. And I hope that after this lady has been seen on this, not only that she lost her job, but that the school, how come I haven't heard about this? How come this didn't go viral? This joint has been up for 1 month and it only had 45,000 views. That's not viral. People should be talking about this. Nah, bruh. And I'm not the type to get upset about things. I don't like to get upset. Life is too short to just be outraged about every damn thing. But there's some things that's near and dear to my heart. And this right here is just dirty. It's dirty. That's the only word I got for it. It's dirty.
This story was what I call OMG worthy.
Let me tell you something. This was definitely OMG worthy. And the young lady that did the homework, sheesh, you did a damn good job. You did a damn good job. Oh my gracious, with all the buzzwords, cisgendered and all this other stuff. Great job. And again, I'm going to say this one more time because I need for y'all to understand this. I don't care what community you're a part of, okay? I love all people. But here's the thing. There's some danger in this right here. We've seen it. We've seen the danger in it. And you're just going to keep it on the hush for the sake of money? I don't like that, man. That's dirty. That's dirty. And you're doing it in a university that represents Christ? Nah, you're playing with God while doing this. No. All they had to do was daggone sit in front of the priest and say a couple of Hail Marys and that's it. And then you was like, okay, your secret is safe with us. Unless they then cut off their dinglings, this shouldn't even be a discussion. And even then, it should be a discussion. But if they ain't cut off their dingling, no. No. I'm sorry, you identify? Did you identify enough to cut off your dingling? Then you didn't identify. You better go all the way. You better go all the way. Go on in the bathroom and do what you gotta do and then come back out and identify.